Chester meant a lot to all of us. He was much more than just a fish. He was a friend. He was family. At this time, I'd like to call up Jennifer Mancione to do a reading of the Rainbow Bridge for all of us here today.
You don't see it. Okay. 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 The Rainbow Bridge. Just this side of heaven is a place called Rainbow Bridge. When an animal dies, one that has been especially close to someone here, that pet goes to Rainbow Bridge. There are meadows and hills and for our special friends so they can run and play together. There's plenty of food and water, sunshine and cozy beds, and our friends are warm and comfortable. All the animals who have been ill and old are restored to health and vigor. Those who were hurt or maimed are made whole and strong again, just as we remember them in our dreams of days and times gone by. Animals are happy and content, except for one small thing. They each miss someone very special, someone who had to be left behind. They all run and play together, but the day comes when one suddenly stops and looks into the distance. His bright eyes are intent, his eager body quivers. Suddenly he breaks from the group, flying over the green grass, big legs carrying him faster and faster. You have been spotted, and when you and your special friend finally meet, you cling together in joyous reunion, never to be parted again. The happy kisses rain on your face, your hands again caress the beloved head, and you look once more into the trusting eyes of your pet, so long gone, but never absent from your heart. Then you cross the Rainbow Bridge together.
Thank you, Jen. At this time, we'd like to welcome up any friends or family members. I'd like to say a few words about Chester. Any volunteers? If not, I'd be more than welcome to start, and then we could have our second guest. What can I say about Chester, my nephew, my favorite fish? When Dan got Chester, he was 13, you know. Things have changed since then. Back then, me and Dan were 300 pounds lighter. Chester came from a carnival. He was born to a mother that's not here with us today. But that didn't stop Chester. Nothing could stop Chester. Chester was a one-of-a-kind fish. He's seen us. I mean, when Chester was here, we didn't even know who Rob was. Better days, some would say. We didn't know who Justin was. We didn't know who Cal was.
Who's Cal?
Thank you. But Chester saw all those friends, and all of those friends immediately knew what a special fish Chester was. And he's seen us grow up from the days of me and Dan playing kickball to us now on a slow-pitch softball team. He's seen this Christmas spectacular go from just me and Dan eating a couple of plates to the organization that it is today. He has seen us go from wee boys to whatever we are now. I will miss Chester. I wish it was one of you instead. Anybody else like to go up at this time? Please feel free. Justin, perhaps?
On the way here,
I got it.
if anybody can get that.
I got it.
On the way here, there's a lot that I wanted to say about Chester. I've known him for as long as I've known Dan. He's always been around. I remember the first time I ever met Chester, Dan walked me over to his fish tank and said, "Hey, I won this fish at a carnival like a year ago." And I was like, "And it's still alive?" And little did I know that it would live on longer than most friendships that Dan's had in his life other than us. Chester's been through it all. He's been through 100 nugs. He's been through sweet and sour. He's been through Bella running away every time, and he always stayed there swimming around in little circles. Towards the end of his years, I know he was suffering a little bit. He had little to no idea he was still alive, and he was just going around in circles. You couldn't see a thing in those eyes. And I just want to say I'm glad he's in a better place. He was a great fish, one of the best fish of all time. And as other fish were giving tributes, I can only hope that Chester's given a fair and equal tribute. So thank you. Make sure to tune into Success on Sunday.
First off, I just want to thank you guys for coming out today. Obviously, it's a brisk morning. It's a Saturday. You guys all have lives. You know, school's just ending and wrapping up. There's plenty of other places you can be. But it means a lot to me for you guys to choose to spend your time here honoring one of my best friends. I can't say it much better than Coach and Smitty did. But what I will say is, you know, some people think a fish is different than any other pet. A dog you can get more love and comfort from as you can a cat. But there's something special about a fish that other pets can't teach you. Sometimes they're more helpless than them. They can't feed themselves. They can't do anything for themselves. So as much as it feels like a one-way street, that you're always cleaning the tank, and feeding him, and doing this and doing that, it's a lot more mutual than that. Chester gave me things that sculpted the man that I am today. He taught me compassion, you know, how to care for someone else, put others before yourself. There's plenty of times I didn't want to clean that tank at midnight, but if I didn't do it, no one did, you know, so I had to. It taught me responsibility. I mean, I wouldn't be 5% of the dad I am today to Thunder and Zip if I didn't have him and had to learn how to be a father. I mean, every step of the way, you learn more and more how important it is to care for someone who can't care for themselves. And most of all, he really prepared me. You know, I think he was a gift that prepared me to help take care of people I never thought I would have to take care of myself. You know, growing up, obviously, people that are strong in your life, like my father or my grandma, they can take care of you as you grow up. You never really learn how to take care of someone else as a kid. But thankfully, I had Chester for 7.5 years. Every day, week in, week out, you got a kid, you got a responsibility. So now that I've grown up through that, I've been able to transfer those skills, obviously, to be more responsible and accountable, and being able to, you know, carry that load of helping those who never thought I'd have to. So he taught me a lot, and I never want that to be forgotten. I think it's really important. What it's taught me is, for all you future parents out there, when you do have a kid, let them get a fish, or any pet for that matter. But I think a fish is great. Let them get a fish. If they fail, what they learn is how precious life is. You know, life is something that without constant nurture and care, it dissipates. It's very fragile. It's not easy to sustain. So if they can realize what it takes to be a parent, what it takes to sustain life, that's going to help them in caring for others, having more empathy, having more compassion, and then with their own kids and their own selves when they grow up. How important it is to take time for yourself and love yourself, because it's not easy. But I just want Chester to be remembered that way. It was not a one-way street. It was certainly mutual. I thank God that I was blessed with him.
Anybody else? A few words. Okay. I think at this time we were supposed to do a candle lighting, but with the winds, I decided that would have been a shit show. So we're gonna move on to the closing hymn, Joseph. If you know it, sing along. We are gathered here before you, and our hearts are like and receive communion.
It's a damn good crack, I gotta say. Damn good crack.
Guys, I appreciate you coming out. Unless Coach has anything wonderful planned, I'd like to give you guys the opportunity, obviously, to come and say goodbye, your final wishes. If you got something personal you'd like to say to him, I'll move the tree. He is right in his bag, so he will be with me forever, always. So please feel free to say whatever you have. If you don't want to say anything, don't feel like you have to. But just want to give everyone the opportunity to
That'll conclude the Mass, folks. We thank you for coming out. Please pay your respects to Chester. This meant a lot to him, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. It might have to be.
Food was a good time.